Tune into the Dan Patrick Show, weekdays from 9 to noon on the 101 Network, only on DirecTV.
How many losses, John Calipari
We're
joining us?
10-8. We're
10-8. You wouldn't be in the top 25, would you?
No, absolutely not. But we're 10-8. I mean, it's funny. Georgia had us beat. Florida had tied up the game down there late. Auburn tied up the game with 3 minutes to go. So we're 3-0 in the league, right? No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're like 0-3 in the league. We're lucky we're alive right now.
But if you're 10-8, John, if you really are 10-8,
they're putting for sale signs in my front yard. No question.
Yeah.
There's absolutely. You know what I told my team yesterday, Dan? I said, here's what we're doing. The next few days and for the next week, we're going to practice like we're on a 2-game skid, a 2-game losing streak, because we better step this up. Because if we don't, we're going to be on a 2-game losing streak. And so I was really hard on them in practice yesterday and just demanded that they raise the competitiveness in practice. And I look at Purdue. They were 14-0. And their coach basically says, man, we backed up. We didn't play with as much fight. We didn't get 50-50 balls. Then at Illinois, he sticks in a guy that wasn't even in the scorebook. The kid's name is Hart. Who knows who this kid is? You know what he said? He brought fight and passion. He was aggressive. The kid got 14 points, Dan. He wasn't in the scorebook. They had to take a technical to put him in the game. It just shows the competitiveness is the difference in most of these games. And if you think you're afraid to play or you're tentative or you're more of this, you're afraid to lose a game, well, that's what happens. You start losing them.
But you listen to the passion in your voice. How long do you think you can continue to have that passion in your voice?
Probably about 2 more months, I hope.
But if I now look at big picture here, how old are you?
I'm not telling you. How old are you?
It's none of your damn business. I'm 38.
How long have you been 38?
A few years.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm not telling you how old I am, but
Okay.
I'm saying this.
20 more
I'm
years.
not 35 anymore.
20
I
more
will
years.
say this. You can't do the job I'm doing. This isn't a 20-year run. If it's a 10-year run, you've done a lot. It's kind of like coaching Notre Dame football. You try to do that for a long period of time, you ain't making it. It's just too overwhelming. But I love it. I love what it stands for. I love our fans. They get so involved in whatever you do. You're in a seat here, Dan, that you cheat the position if you do not get involved in things. You cheat the position. You're only here temporarily, but this seat has unbelievable I don't want to use the term juice, but it has a way of moving people in this state, and you cheat the position if you don't use it for good.
But why couldn't you last longer than 10 years in that position at Kentucky?
Well, first of all, how old I am right now, and the second of all, well, you know, I say that, and you know, I'm looking at this right now. I only know one way to do this job. How long have you known me? Remember being in the UMass gym shooting?
Well, I was dunking that day.
No, you weren't dunking. You were shooting free throws because you could not jump.
Okay.
But was I mean, I haven't. I hope you would say he's the same guy he was back then.
Yeah, but that's why I wonder when I look at Jim Calhoun or I look at Coach K, the stress, and you guys can't leave the sidelines. It's addictive. You don't know what you'll do with yourself.
I'm leaving the sidelines. I left it once involuntarily.
Yeah. Yeah.
They fired me. And you know what? It's funny. One of the reasons I've been doing the 10-8 and all the stuff about the record is because everybody here says they're happy. And here's what they say. I love how we play. I love that our players are getting better. I love the style. Okay, would you love it if we were 10-8?
Nope.
No. Well, then you're only thinking about winning. It's got to be more than just about winning. It's got to be about, are we moving where we want to move? Because in this seat I sit, there's one thing they want to know. Is there another banner being put up?
But
we need the 8th banner.
John, in 12 years from now, if I call you, what are you doing?
I'm on a beach probably golfing and asking you, what do you want?
No,
I'm on the 12th hole.
You won't.
Would you leave me alone?
No, you'll still be coaching.
You're wrong. You're wrong
You
about
can
that.
guarantee that in 10 years you'll be done.
I would tell you, if I'm still coaching after 10 years, something happened. Something just drastic. There would be easy there would be something that you'd say, well, I know why you're doing it for these, there's something that happened. I don't know what that would be. I can't foresee it, but there would be, because they're not going to have on my tombstone how many wins I have. That ain't happening. That's not going to be what they're going to be writing about. If they want to do something, I was in an airplane with a guy, one of my good friends here in Lexington, and Rick said, Cal, you could do something and run this company. I said, but let me ask you something. What position could you have more effect on people's lives than the one I'm in? Not only the young people that you're coaching, where you can affect them. What we did, and I know we're going to talk about it, to Hoops for Haiti. What I keep trying to tell these young people, when you get into the habit of giving at an early age, you'll do it your whole life. And if that's one thing I can teach you, it's been worth your time with me. The other thing is, things are going to go good in your life. Dan, you think about all the good stuff that's happened for you. You are the luckiest son of a gun I've ever, because I know you. Okay? There is no one more lucky than you to be in that seat you're in. I know your talent. I know what you are. But you understand, and you're humble about it. You like to joke and all that, but you're humble about it. Well, to be humble when things are going good is one of the most important things, and that means you give back. You give to somebody else. You try to help somebody else in your profession. You try to use your position to help do something else beyond yourself. Teaching those kind of lessons to these kids. But also now, let me ask you, we did this Hoops for Haiti.
Yep.
2 hours, we raised $1 million. It's going to be over $1.3 million. I mean, it's ridiculous. They bid on a dinner last night. It closed on eBay. $98,000 to have dinner at my home with Ashley Judd and my wife. Well, it's because of Ashley Judd, obviously, not because of me. But $98,000. It ends up being all this. But you know what? You tell me what college coach could call a television station and in 48 hours have statewide television, have everything in order to do a telethon. There is none. There is no other. Coach, then if it could be done here, he could do that in North Carolina?
Probably. He's pretty powerful there.
But you got there are a lot of North Carolina fans that are going to say, and they're running TV stations, you're not running it on our station.
Maybe they do it together.
There you go. If they did it together, they could be done. But, I mean, this state is just different.
Yeah, but you and Patino are sharing it.
Yes. But his is a little smaller area than what Kentucky's about. This is this Commonwealth University.